Checo Pro Joe here on Checo Pro Radio. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. I've had both of these, a wood burning and a gas fireplace. The question is which one is better? So I brought our fireplace expert here to the Checo Pro Radio show. His name is Jeremy from Ember Keepers. Jeremy, how are you?
Very well, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I was thinking of embers when I was bringing this subject up with everyone just now. And I was thinking gas fireplaces don't have embers. Oh, but that's not true. Some actually do have embers. They're fake embers, right? So, is there an answer if one is better than the other? Is the wood or the gas fireplace better? I think I can make arguments for both.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really just depends on what you want, right? Depending on, how much effort you want to put in to it. Of course, if you do wood, you got to cut it, split it, stack it.
Mm,
And then, of course, if you have gas, you got to pay for it. So
yeah.
there's options.
Yeah. So some gas fireplaces, you can actually kinda have access to it in terms of being able to get close to that flame. Others are sealed off with glass, almost like a TV set, right?
Mhm.
And as I was saying, um, I don't know what the name of the product is, it's like a rock wool or something, but it gets hot and warm, and it looks like embers, so you can get kind of a realistic looking fire, and you can also use a remote with these gas fireplaces, so there's some convenience, but I'm old fashioned. I honestly like and I live on a ranch, so I like to go outside. I like to cut my wood, I like to split my wood, I like to season the wood in the rack, and then I like to bring it into the home and burn my wood. Now, that sounds like a lot of work, but it's kinda like hunting, right? I can go to the grocery store and buy the food, or I can go out and do the whole thing, and that's kinda how I look at it, but for others, they want the ambiance so they can just flip a switch, right?
Right. Yeah. So you make a great point. There's lots of different systems as far as gas is concerned. You know, wood, it takes a little bit more effort, heats you up twice, once when you're cutting it, once when you're burning it. So that's a good feature for that. But really for gas, you have basically your traditional gas log sets, and
Mm,
those are really divided into vented to non-vented.
mhm.
There's ups and downs for both of them. And then you have a direct vent gas insert, and those are like the TV, like you said, those are all glassed off. But yeah, that's honestly actually what I have at my house. So I have a direct vent gas fireplace at my house.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have kind of a hybrid, I could make mine a gas fireplace, but not a real one because 'cause I've got a gas starter, which is great for burning wood. So, for those of you who don't know what that is that's a cheap way of getting your wood to ignite versus using cardboard and paper to get it going. I remember as a kid, I used to do a lot of that. I was responsible in the house to get the fire going, and I remember a lot of newspaper and some kindling wood and so forth. But, some people can actually have gas come into their fireplace, and it's like a little log that lights up, right? And it keeps the fireplace ignited until that wood is ignited, then you turn it off.
Yep. They have gas starters for masonry fireplaces,
Mhm.
factory built fireplaces. Yeah, so there's options for gas or wood. As far as, which one is better, I mean, really it depends on what you're looking for in an appliance, um, you know, um how
Totally
much
subjective, I think.
yeah, how
Totally
much you're
subjective.
willing to spend, and, how much effort you are willing to put into it. Um, you know, a lot of people don't have access to gas, and so you would have to get a tank and then, natural gas, they'd have to run a line to your house. So
Mhm.
all things to consider for sure.
Absolutely. I would say it's your choice. Um, I like the wood burning fireplace, but it's a lot of work and there's also a lot of cleanup. It just is. But for me, I love it. I live out in the country. It's it's the way it is. I can fish for my own food, which I enjoy, or I can go to the store where they've already gutted it. It's already filleted. Not as much
Right.
fun. I like catching a fish. It's just more of a challenge.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Typically wood will always be there. And then, gas sometimes runs out, you know. It's exactly what you said.
absolutely. Jeremy, as always, thank you so much for joining me, my friend.
All right. Thanks.